initiatives, or also known as the joint statements or gift baskets that were released at the 2012 summit. 42 of the 53 participating countries at the Seoul summit in 2012 signed on to at least one of these joint statements, and many signed on to multiple joint statements. To assess the progress that has been made on these 13 initiatives, we primarily used open source materials as well as sort of communications with experts and government officials that have been working on these initiatives since the Seoul summit in 2012. Overall, our report concludes that these multilateral initiatives are improving targeted areas of nuclear security. However, these multilateral initiatives are not a substitute for broad global action, and more ambitious initiatives are needed to address the lack of transparency and regime cohesion in the global nuclear security system. One of the reasons we found that these 13 joint statements were so successful is that their flexibility allowed for like-minded countries to push beyond the lowest common denominator reflected in the consensus documents of the summit and offer creative policy solutions for nuclear security challenges. To give some highlights from the successes of these joint statements, there were 5 countries that worked together to advance transport security. This joint statement resulted in recommendations and a best practice guide for safely transporting nuclear and radiological materials. And these recommendations and best practices will be available at the 2014 summit. Another highlight includes 24 states committing to share information through an international network of nuclear security centers. This network will facilitate the sharing of best practice, resources,